With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Williams is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Doncic in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Williams. Four on the clock. And it's sent back by White. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Melton with the ball. Williams picks him up. Melton, no good. And a fast break now for the Pacers.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. We play just over a minute here in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pacers with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Gobert with a screen for Doncic. The three ball. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Here's Melton following the score by Indiana. And another 3 for Portland.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
Pass to Gafford. Outside, White. Shoots over Melton. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Doncic outside. Gobert with the screen for Doncic. Gafford with the steal. And he jams it with authority.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Now here's Gobert. 17 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
The first one falls. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fit.
Gafford sets the pick for White. Melton against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. White, good.
White knows he has the green light to fire from deep. Great looking 3-ball there.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Pacers. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, "That's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us." Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Williams with the ball, now defended by Gobert. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
First free throw is good.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
And Williams drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. Melton, the bounce pass. Melton sets a screen for Doncic. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Gafford with the steal. Here's White. And some very quick points for him on that possession. White's got 7 points. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And it's Doncic, top of the key. Get the shot. Out of hand on it. The kick out to Williams. Uncovered. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. These are the top distributors of the basketball for the last 10 games as shown on the 2K leaderboard. 5th is Luka Doncic.
And those games have seen him dropping more dimes than you might have thought possible.
Here's Leonard. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Williams finds Doncic. Back to Williams. From outside the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Back to White. Outside Williams. Yep, that one goes in there. Williams has got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Leonard, the pass to Melton. Doncic outside. Gobert, the screen. Clock at 6. It's tipped. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Melton feeling it out a bit. Doncic outside. The 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities or he's going to burn you.
Here's White. Can't connect from short range.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Doncic outside from downtown, and the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Count it. 6 points for him.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
Outside Williams. Back to Doncic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Indiana leading by 7. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Doncic. The Trailblazers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Leonard the bounce pass. Gobert with a screen for Doncic. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Portis with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And the officials call traveling violation.
Now we get a chance to check out Jalen Williams.
His last 10 games have been exceptional. 7th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Davion Mitchell's checked in for Indiana. Thompson for three. Buries it from three-point range. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Indiana moving it around. Jerome, good.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Pass to Fleming. Puts up a deep three. As he pulls it in.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Indiana leading by 3. Now Jerome. He's coming off a 22-point game against Houston. It's deflected. Here's Strus. Thompson outside. Pass to Clark. They set the pick to the inside. Bassett. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Here's Jerome. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Here's Barrett. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Here's Jerome. And a miss there on the triple. 1:30 left here in the first quarter. Strus in the corner, all alone. And he gets it to go. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
Pass to Fleming. Here's Barrett. And here's Mitchell from the arc as he pulls it in. Clark right side. Elbow shot. Here's Bassey. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Bassey's got his second basket.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreaking.
And that one drops for him.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bassey finds Thompson. Lets it go from deep, and the three ball is good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Barrett. And that one drops.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Portland. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
R.J. Barrett is out there with Derek White. Then it's Fleming. Then it's Jalen Williams. That's the Pacers 5. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Fleming. Leonard inside. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Outside Williams. Over Thompson, and again it's Indiana.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Portland moving the ball around. Doncic against Barrett, 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count it. 5 points in the game. Pacers trail by 5. White looking around. Outside Williams. There's the screen. Fires the 3. Gobert pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter now. Can't connect from 14 feet out. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field in the second quarter.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him? He said, be aggressive, don't defer. And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Guys, back over to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie.
What's up?
And it's tied up with that one. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
The Trailblazers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Fleming. And that one misses.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Melton against White. Back to Gafford. Over Gobert. Gafford misses. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them. Kawhi, so tough to stop inside.
Tough buckets inside are nothing new to Kawhi. Having a hand in his face only sharpens the focus.
White against Melton. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Pacers. On Monday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll take on Domantas Sabonis and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Doncic, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Gafford throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
One shot.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Mr. Gobert. Now here's Leonard. Shannon passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 5, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, he can't miss right now. This is as locked in as you get.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Williams is checked in. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. You look at Portland. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
When I look at Portland, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Here's Doncic. Has to Gobert. Shoots over Gafford. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Gobert's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Now here's Gafford, defended by Gobert. It's Williams, high post. This game he had 12. Stan Patrick Williams has established himself as a 3-and-D player out in the wing.
Well, look, Kevin, the one thing you know you're going to get out of Patrick Williams every night is a great effort at the defensive end of the floor, and that's a great starting point. So when you put him in a game, you know darn well he's going to help you defensively, not going to make many mistakes offensively, and then it just comes down to how well is he going to shoot the ball.
And both free throws good for Williams. Pacers trail by 7. And here is Gafford. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Shoots from 14, and it's Portland with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. White against Melton. Doncic outside. Pass to Shannon. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Melton with a screen on Williams. Here's Shannon. No good on the 3. Pacers trail by 5. Nobody near Williams. Hits the three-point foul. Williams has got 13.
And stretching the D out to the sidelines, Williams.
Doncic passes to Shannon. And Gobert kicks to Doncic. Back to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
The first free throw is good.
Well, winning Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, Gobert has always been a stopper at the rim. But now he's extended that out to the perimeter as well.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Pacers. Jerome comes in for White, and a switch here also for Portland. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Doncic. And Gobert drops them both. Jerome with it. Portis sets the pick for Jerome. Williams against Williams. He tries for 3. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That'll be his second foul of the game.
3rd team foul. Now in the court for Portland, Charles Bassey, Matt Strus.
Portland leading by 4. Melton finds Williams. Back to Melton, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. That did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Up top, Bassey, defended by Portis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Melton, and that one's on target from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Outside Williams. Portis sets the pick for Williams. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past year. Here are your steals leaders. D'Anthony Melton is second.
really been fantastic defensively, this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And he can't get the first one. I mean, he's checked in for Indiana. R.J. Barrett comes in for Williams. And a switch here also for Portland. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. And he sinks the second. Pacers trail by 7. Barrett with the bounce pass to the middle. Over Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Barrett's got 6 points.
Well, that's the kind of look you want every trip down the floor. They're happy with that possession.
On the wing, Thompson releases. Pacers with the rebound. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
And Portland making a change here. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn. Pass to Strus. On the wing, Thompson. From past the arc. Jerome with the rebound. Pacers trail by 5. Portis the screen. Here's the floater. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Indiana shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The Pacers making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Pass to Bassie. There's a screen. Shoots over Portis. Bank shot. No good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Barrett setting a pick for Portis. Misses the wing J.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Out to the right wing. Five to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point. And he knocks down the first one. And so he hits both. A minute 20 left now here in the second. And Jerome has got the ball here for Indiana. Mitchell passes to Jerome. It's Barrett on the wing. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Thompson. Clark right side. And it's blocked.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Barrett the pass to Jerome. Back to Barrett. Portis a screen on Thompson. Left side, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana moving the ball away. For 3, Mitchell. It's Clark with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the basket is good.
Look at Thompson move, getting tricky with it to find himself an opening.
Here's Barrett. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Thompson in the corner. The three-pointer, no good. And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We come back right after this.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Portland Trail Blazers.
Total team effort. Instead of 5 starters, it's like they've got 7 or 8 guys getting it done. That's how good the reserves have been tonight, guys.
Lots of interchangeable parts. They can throw different lineups at you. Keeps you guessing. And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective teams.
These two guys, we thought they'd bring it tonight. It has been brought, playing with no fear.
Can't forget about your teammates, though. Got to keep them involved, too.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, Jalen Williams getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here's Doncic. On the floor for Portland, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Patrick Williams. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Never easy guarding Luka. He looks to get to the line. Amongst the toughest coverage in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic. Both free throws good from Doncic. Pacers trail by 8. And White kicks to Gafford. Pass to Williams. And here is Gafford. Back to Williams for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One shot.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
White the pass to Gafford. Here's Williams. He squares up and sinks it. Williams has got 15 points.
Just having his way on that one. Williams is showcasing a well-rounded offensive game, piling up the points.
And it's sent back by White. To the right side. Charity swipe shot. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Melton passes to Gobert. Have a look at the stats for Jalen Williams.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Shoot two.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Outside Williams. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 10. Melton passes to Doncic. Here's Gobert. Pass to Leonard for the three. Leonard lets it rip from 3.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's White. Banked in off the glass. White's got 9.
Can't argue with a chance like that. Give me more of those.
Doncic left side. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Back to Williams. Here's Melton. That 3 off the mark. Pacers trail by 11. Williams finds White. From down in the low post, it goes. He's got 11.
Well, I like how White has upgraded his ball handling over the years. A big part of his growth.
Outside Leonard. And it's blocked. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Williams with the steal. Pass to Doncic. Gobert with a screen for Doncic. Portland no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
White gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What a confident attack by White, finding his shot on the move.
Up top, Gobert. And here's Leonard. to Melton. Clock at 6. From the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Pacers trail by 6. Outside, White. Outside, Williams. Jacks up a 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
White against Melton. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Shannon's checked in.
Terrence Shannon.
Outside, Williams. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Charles Massey, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Now in the court for Portland, number 41, Charles Bassey.
Gafford is screen on Leonard. Back to Gafford. 6 to shoot. And Gafford throws it down.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
For Luka Doncic. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 24 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Pass to Leonard. Can they get it? Leonard forces it through inside.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Now here's White. 14 points for him. Here's Williams. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Leonard. Rebound by Williams. Pacers trail by 3. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Leonard. Melton against White. Leonard the pass to Doncic. Leonard inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. He's off on the second.
And a guy any team would love to have. The quiet confidence of Kawhi has worked throughout his career.
And Thompson sends it back. Shoots from the elbow. The shot's good. He's got 9.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Barrett the pass to Mitchell. And it's blocked. Here's Shannon. Hasn't made one yet. Now Jerome. Mitchell wide open. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Leonard. He's got 21. Mitchell with the steal. For the tie. Jerome. No good. Portland leading by 3. Pass to Shannon. Leonard with no one around. Portland no good that time either. And here's Jerome. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. Here's Barrett. He's covered by Thompson. It's Barrett on the wing. He has 6. Left side Portis. It's tipped. And they'll get another chance. Tries again. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, we're seeing why they give him that nickname. Bobby Bucket, forcing the defense's hand.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you can't ignore how often they've been able to get to the free throw line, getting a lot of points from the charity stripe.
Well, we know Bobby Portis is a fan favorite, but the reason he's a team favorite is because he plays hard and does a lot out there. He's affecting plays on both ends.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Portland. And he's good on the second. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Thompson. Launches a 3. Thompson with the 3.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Barrett. Moves back up. And it's good on the way in. Barrett's got 8 points.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Thompson looking for an opening, and he makes that one. 10 points for him.
One of the purest shooters you'll ever see. Thompson's form impeccable.
Pass to Jerome. Out to Barrett. Now Portis. Here is the 2K leaderboard. What a terrific defensive performance these teams have had since All-Star. Number 1, the Pacers.
I mean, they've got the intimidation factor down low. Their shot blocking really gives them a reputation, and teams may grow reluctant to want to force the action inside.
And the first one at the line is good. And Portland making a change here. Strus is checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Trailblazers leading by 4. Thompson outside. It's rebounded by Barrett. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. That one drops for him. Barrett's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you close off the lane. Barrett can pull up on a dime and knock down that jumper.
Clark inside. And Fleming pulls it down. Fleming's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Barrett. Portis sets the pick for Barrett. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. The shot that time not on target. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Thompson kicks to Clark. They set the pick. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Indiana. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Mitchell. No good. That would have tied it.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
That one goes in. There's 49 seconds left in the third. On the wing, Mitchell. Indiana moving the ball around. Jerome passes to Fleming. A putback. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And that one is good from Jerome.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pulls from the top of the key, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Pacers lead by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So with Williams on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. To the paint, here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Well, that's what White's out there to do. Share the ball and make everybody better.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Doncic. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
And here's Melton. Gobert with a screen on White. 5 on the clock.
The wheels have completely come off for him here in the second half.
Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision. Plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
Melton finds Thompson. Back to Melton. Launches it. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Clearly a foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Indiana.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
And the first one drops. Alan Williams is checked in for Barrett. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Trailblazers trail by 8. Doncic passes to Thompson. Back to Doncic. Pass to Melton.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Shooting for Portland, Anthony Melton. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. Leonard, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. He hits the second from the line. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Williams, a screen on Leonard. Back to White. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. White's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. And so Doncic will bring it up for Portland. Pass to Melton. Leonard against Williams. Leonard kicks to Melton. Gobert with a screen on White. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Doncic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they continue to control the glass.
Williams finds White. I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is.
That free throw, no good.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, White is such a well-rounded player. He can run the offense, act as an off-ball threat, he sets screens, and he's an all-defensive team-level player. He checks a lot of boxes.
Timeout, Blazers. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey there. I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
Thank you once again, Allie. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Melton. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Melton's got 4 points this quarter.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Williams, a screen on Leonard.
Klay Thompson. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Indiana, number 14. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Trailblazers trail by 7. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, after draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Gobert dishes to Leonard. Doncic outside. Just 5 to shoot. The baseline jam. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Klay Thompson. The Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Cast or anything more than that. Outside, White. And it's White. Melton with the ball. Pass to Doncic. 3-pointer. That shot, no good.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Lets the 3 fly. No good that time. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Looking to get it going. And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down to just 6 points and the bucket from Luka Doncic.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Outside Williams, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, I don't know what happened during halftime, but he just hasn't had his focus since the break. Too many careless turnovers.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Doncic outside. A baseline J. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And Portland making a change here. Williams is checked in. And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
is ready for the Pacers Factor. Two-time Pacers Factor. Everybody, make some noise. Nicely done.
Now, here's Gafford. Fires from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Back to Leonard. Pass to Melton. Portland again missing.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Somebody want to tell him that he's up off the threes. And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Doncic kicks to Melton. Second chance effort. That's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Doncic.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
Inside. Pass to Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 11 feet away. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. A shot by Williams, no good.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Leonard finds Doncic. Back to Leonard. Pass to Melton. Gobert with a screen for Melton. It's rebounded by Indiana.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
White. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers trail by 9. Leonard inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That's a big body to deal with. Gobert using it to his advantage.
The Pacers making a switch here. Barrett's checked in.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Gobert. So it's the Pacers now. 6-point game. Pass to Barrett. Williams, a screen on Doncic. For 3, Barrett. And another 3 for Indiana.
And over the years, we've seen Barrett expand his range.
And for Portland, they're shooting the ball at 42%. Here's Melton. Doncic outside. Makes them. Basket counts. Doncic has got 19 points. Pacers leading by 7. Here's Gafford. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Doncic outside. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Indiana. Now Melton. Gobert with a screen on White. 5 on the clock.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
At the line for the Trailblazers, D'Anthony Melton taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Melton. One is no good.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Williams with the rebound.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Outside Leonard. And here's Melton. Missed on the 3.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking
for.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And coach is looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Trailblazers trail by 8. Doncic outside. Here's Gobert. Not gonna go. Outside, White. Cleared away by Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Rebounded by Portis. Pacers leading by 8. Fires from 18. Williams with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Gobert. Oh, what a finish.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Barrett. Now White. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer. Good. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured team.
Thompson, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Williams outside. Now Thompson. Tries it from 19. And that one is good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Williams scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Williams. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Good.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Williams outside. Double team on Williams. Barrett outside. And that's an intentional foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreak. And Portland making a change here. Shannon's checked in. He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Timeout, Blazers. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Thompson sets the pick for Melton. Launches it. Doesn't get that one. And they go to the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 8. What's your take, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Tries it from 19. Sinks the big jumper. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. At the line.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Trey Thompson. Third personal foul. 2.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for White.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the...
She don't want it, no more, don't want it.